In this video, I'm going to talk about the latest version of the plugin. The latest version of the plugin contains some new features. The way to tell if you have the latest version of the plugin is if you notice something called custom hours here on the left-hand side. So as of November 25th, 2019, the latest version of the plugin is 1.38. So here's how you can tell that. Press plugins, press installed plugins. This should have automatically updated for you. If it didn't, just press update. But this one is already updated. So version 1.38 as of November 25th, 2019, this is the latest version. If you're watching this video, you know, 6 months later or a couple of years later, then you want to come here and look at the latest version. Press view details to see what the new version contains. But as of right now, I'm going to talk about this version right here. So let's go ahead and talk about those features. Here is that main feature that I mentioned, custom hours. Custom hours allows you to add custom hours to your categories or your order types. So you're probably wondering, what are these order types and categories mean for the custom hours? So let me kind of briefly explain what that means. So on your Clover POS, you may have something called categories, and each category has a specific menu inside of it. So full noodle soup has all the full noodle soup inside, the rice has the rice, and there may be one or two in there that you only offer at specific hours. So let's say this is only offered during lunch, right? And you don't want customers to order this outside of lunch or before lunch or on a day where it's not being served. Let's say you have vermicelli noodle soup and you're only offering this on Wednesdays, and you don't want your customers to order this on Thursday or Friday or any of the other days in the week. So you can prevent that now. And let me show you how to do that. You press custom hours and you say custom hours for categories, and then you press add custom hour, and then I'm going to say special holiday hours. Okay, it's just an example. Okay, these are special holiday hours. Let's say for the month of December or November or a certain month, you're only offering a specific category on certain days. So let's say I'm not offering it on Thursday, I'm not offering it on Saturday, and then on Tuesdays I'm only offering it until 11 a.m. Okay, so this is the special holiday hours. I'm going to press add, and I can add another one, but I'm going to stop right here. I'm just going to, those are good for now. Special holiday hours. You can view it again, and this is enabled. So make sure you see this enabled in order to apply it. So how do you apply it? You go to categories and items. You find that one that applies to the special holiday hours. Let's say you want to apply the noodle soup to the holiday hour. So you press the settings icon there, and you'll see this option right here says use custom hours for this category. You turn it on, and then you select special holiday hours. So now this item, this category can only be purchased within those hours that was set. I'm going to go ahead and press save, and then it will save it. But before I press save, I'm going to show you the other new feature we added, which is description for the categories. Previously, you were not able to add a description to the categories. Now you can. So I can say this noodle soup comes with sauce and extra bowl on the side. Okay. So now when you add a description to a category, your customer is going to automatically think that this description applies to everything within that item. Okay, so keep that in mind. So as you can see, when I put this description, I don't have to add description to each of these items, because your customer is going to say, oh, this noodle soup comes with sauce and extra bowl on the side. That means whatever item they buy here, it will apply to that too. That's how their thinking will be. But if this doesn't apply to all of it, you can say except the side rice. Okay, so it excludes that. So you have to let them know what this means. But the basic advantage of having a category description is you don't have to add the description for each item one by one, right? So you don't have to add the same thing over and over again. It just helps make it easier. So I'm going to press save. Okay, now the category has been updated, so it'll have this description. And remember how we add special holiday hours? Let's say the times change and it's 2 months later. You don't want to offer the holiday special hours. Just go here and press disable, That's it. Once you disable it, it's disabled. You don't have to press save changes. It automatically does it for you. Let's say you want to enable it again, just press enable. Let's say you change your mind and you want to offer it also on Tuesdays. Press edit and then select Tuesday. Sorry, I meant you want to offer different hours on Tuesday. Go on Tuesday and select 5 p.m. You can change it, and once you change it, just press save, okay? And that's how you do that. Now let's discuss the other custom hours, because remember there's another one that I mentioned earlier. The other one is called, let me go back here, it's called custom hours for order types. So this one is a little bit different. This one applies to the order types. So what are order types? Order types is the ordering method that the customers choose at the end of checkout, okay? So let me show you what I mean by that. So here's what the ordering method is. So the custom hours, now you can apply to this, the ordering method. You can have more than one. You can have as many as you wish, okay? So now I can say this ordering method is only available on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and I can have another one called delivery, and it's only applicable on Fridays. So you can have multiple hours for different ones. So let's go back here and let me show you an example, okay? I'm going to say custom hours for order types. I'm going to make a new one. I'm going to say special holiday delivery hours, okay? I'm going to press add, and before I press add, I'm going to tell it that I'm not delivering on Saturday, Sunday, or Friday. I'm delivering on Wednesday, but on Wednesday I'm delivering all the way until 7:50 or 8 p.m. And these days I'm delivering to these times. Okay, so now I have a special holiday delivery hours. Okay, I'm gonna press add, close, and I'm gonna go to order types, and I'm gonna wait for my order types to load, and I'm gonna choose my online order delivery, and I'm gonna say ordering hours. Okay, so right now it's special holiday delivery hours. Actually, I made the same one again, so it's just special holiday delivery hours. Okay, I'm going to say it applies to these ordering hours. Okay, and then when it's not available, what do you want the customer to see? I can say I can give them the hours. I can say we don't deliver on Fridays or Saturdays. Just put all your hours that you deliver. You want to keep it at 200 characters or less. So you can say our ordering hours are, and then just put the hours next to it, okay? And then press save. So when a customer comes to choose this option and they can't, they'll see this message. And this way they'll know that, oh, I'm outside the holiday delivery hours, okay? When they choose this order method, okay? And then you just press save and it'll show that message. But again, remember on my side, I didn't fill this out because I'm just showing you an example. In your case, you'll put 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. You know, just write what you need to do. Or you can make it a short and just say not available yet. Whatever is easier for you, or however you want to convey that message to them. Okay. And then next thing I want to show you is the other feature we added was allow coupons. Previously, when coupons could be applied to all order types, now you can choose which order types can accept coupons. So I can say delivery cannot do coupons, and I press save. People can only do coupons on pickup. Okay, so you can do that. You can disable the order type, just like previously. You can do a minimum order amount. You know, you can say Clover business hours. Remember, your custom hours has to be within your Clover business hours. So remember, if you're doing delivery at 2 a.m., but your Clover business hours shows that you're closing at 11 p.m., then you can't do that because your custom hours has to be within your business hours, okay? So you can't do delivery outside your business hours. So let me show you what I mean by that. When you go to store settings or clover.com, sorry, it's right here, okay. Clover business hours, okay. So what you do is you go to clover.com from a computer, set up business hours. This case, this example does not have the business hours set up. So make sure on yours you have your business hours set up because your custom hours has to be within your business hours. And let me show you the other feature I want to talk about. It's called store interface. Previously we had 5 store interfaces. We added a new one called 6. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we added this one called 6. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like. I'm pretty sure you already know what this one looks like, so I'm going to show this one. This one is already activated. You can tell by it, but it says activated right here. I'm going to go ahead and go here, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's a little bit different. It's more fun. It's just a different style to it. You can add your pictures, images, so you customers can see what that looks like. Okay, that's what the new store interface looks like. But remember, you can always switch back and forth to whatever one you like. I'm just showing you what the new one looks like, and then you can customize it with different options. So I can display show more. What is show more? Show more is this button right here. I can hide that so it shows everything all at once. It will just reduce load time a little bit, but you have that privilege of showing everything all at once. What's the other feature that we added? We added a feature called, it's right here. Oh, you can do display a search section at the very top for searching items at the very top. Display top selling section, you can do that as well. Yeah, and that's what this store interface has. Each store interface has its own unique settings or features. So let's go ahead and check out store interface 4. I'm going to go, how do I do store interface 4? I press Clover orders, settings, and then I press store interface. And then I'm going to go to store interface 4. I'm going to press activate. And then when I press activate, I can see what it looks like just by refreshing the page. Remember, this is nothing new. You guys have already seen this one. If you're new to this video, this is what our store interface 4 looks like. It's been out for a while, but this is what it looks like. Here's what the description looks like on the categories. You can change the text color, the font color. You can make it look different. But just to give you an idea, this is what it looks like. You can add text to the categories. You can also add text to the items. Okay. So, and then remember, earlier I had made a custom hours for phone noodle soup, for me to test it. This is the message that it gives you when it's not available, because this thing is only available on certain days, and I was testing it just to show you what it looks like. So they'll get this message right here. Okay. Now let me show you this customization for store interface 4. When you press customize, we add a new feature, which is this button right here. Show special instructions pop-up window after adding any item to cart. This is very nice because now your customers can add a special instruction right away. Instead of waiting all the way to the checkout page, they can do it right away. This is optional. Some people like it. Most people don't need it because if you enable that, then you'll get your customers asking for different requests all the time. If you're trying to avoid too many special requests, then turn this off. And let's say that you do want them to give you a special request, then go ahead, turn it on, and then write your message here. And it'll tell them that you can write your instructions here, additional charges may apply, not all changes are possible. Okay, so you're probably wondering, what does that look like? Again, let me show you. I'm going to add to the cart. I'm going to choose my different modifiers, press add to cart, and then right here, add special instructions. So this thing appears right here. Before it didn't. So I can say no thanks. And if I say yes, remember this message I showed you earlier? Type your instructions here, additional charges may apply, and all changes are possible. That comes from this screen right here. You see it? You can change that. I can say, please indicate the person's name. If you're a sandwich store, this is probably a really useful feature. You can say, please indicate the person's name for the sandwich, for this item. Okay, so you can like that. Okay, so let's just say you're getting orders where people are ordering lots of different sandwiches. You can actually have that. So I'm going to go ahead and press save options. I'm going to refresh this page. Give it a few seconds to refresh, and then I'm going to go ahead and order the same thing again. Okay, and then this time it'll say something else. I'll just add extra noodles here. Okay, add special instructions. Please indicate the person's name for the item. Sorry, I put the word use here. I've got to remove that. But yeah, just got a misspelled word there. Okay, like that. So please indicate the person's name for this item. So again, I'm just showing you what's possible, and you can write what you need to make it easier for your customers. And this is an old feature. We still have it. Show pop-up quantity after adding any item to cart. What does that mean? Let me show you what that means. Right now, when I press choose quantity, this pop-ups. This pops up and tells me how many you want to choose. You can actually get rid of that. So how do you do that? Just turn it off right here. Save options. Okay. Now I'm going to refresh the page. Now it says choose quantity and options. It'll just say choose options because I told it not to ask for the quantity, right? Now choose options and quantity. So now it's going to ask me, of course, this is the quantity for the modifiers. If you don't want it to ask for the quantity either, you can also get rid of that also. I'm kind of going sidetracking here, but I'm just kind of reminding people what's possible with the update and what the previous version had. So how do you get rid of the quantity for the modifiers? You can do that too. Okay. You go to store settings and then modifier groups. You press Clover orders, settings, modifier groups, and then you can say allow customers choose modifier quantity for all modifiers. You can just say no. When you say no, now they can't. You know how you can choose more than one, right? You can disable that. So now when I order again after I refresh my page, and then I'm going to go ahead and order again. Now it just says choose options. Now they can't choose a quantity. This is all I can remember at the time. So as you can see, the new update has some really good improvements, new features. We're always updating. You guys have always given us feedback, and we use your feedback to improve the plugin every time we get enough people telling us the features they want. We add those features. So as of November 2019, this is what the newest plugin has, and I hope you guys continue using it and enjoy the features. And feel free to reach out to us, email us, let us know what we can